We're going to go through the process of how to take this Microsoft form and convert it into a Google form. The bad news is there's no quick upload fix for this, but it's not as bad as we think it's going to be. We're going to be able to take each of these things and we're going to transfer them into Google Forms. So we start here on your Office 365 forms. You're going to open up the form you want to take and create in Google Forms. I'm going to open up a new tab to get into my Google environment. I can either use my 9 squares and select forms, or I can just type in docs.google.com/forms. It'll take us here. We're going to create a new blank form. And now I'm actually going to put these side by side. So if you don't know this trick, we click on the tab and we can tear it off. Don't let go yet. You're going to hang on to that and you're going to drag it in one direction or the other. I'm going to take it to the left until I see that line halfway through my screen. I'm going to let go. It's going to ask me, what do I want on the other side? This is what I want on the other side. And then I'm going to take my title, copy it, Control-C, or a right-click copy. And I'm going to come over to my new form and I'm going to paste the title in. That will update here. And once I click up at the title, it'll rename it as well. Okay, and I can take my description if I like and move that across. And then we're going to come into the question types. I'm going to highlight, and then what was nice about that one click, so I clicked on this, click on that, it highlighted the whole thing right in the middle. I can right click and choose copy, and I'm going to be able to then paste that here. All right, and so this question type is going to be a multiple choice grid. That's what we're looking at here. So I'm going to paste the title up here, and then down here we're going to put we can just copy them. These are actually easier to type, right? The 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, click 2, 1, and then we're going to highlight, right click, copy these titles and paste them in. Now, this is a question I'm going to get. Do I have to go through this process? If you want to be able to work with your results, yes, you're going to want to move this over. So this question type now looks like this. I'll show you here if we go to preview that. Now we see that it matches. All right, so I'm going to come back in. Let's do a quick different question type. And you might be saying, what if it has a picture in it? So this was a multiple choice question with pictures. So now we're going to slide down and create a new question. All right, that's down here at the bottom for me now. And again, I can take any text. Notice how when I click on this, it expands. But I want to include these pictures. We're going to have to save the image. Okay, and then over here, we're going to be able to, on this side, click on where for option 1, the little image here. We're going to browse, and from our downloads, we're going to be able to upload that image. Okay, and then we're going to just keep repeating that as well. Add the option, come over here, save the image, go to the picture icon, upload, browse. You can see here we move them over from one to the next. All your question types are on the right hand side with this little drop down menu here. You can see short answer, paragraph, multiple choice. Check boxes means you can check more than one right answer. We now have a new question type, drop down, which is like multiple choice, but it's a drop down choice. File upload we still have as well. Multiple choice grid is what we had over here, where we used to call that a Likert. So the Likert is the multiple choice grid. Multiple choice grid versus checkbox grid, you're going to do 1 per row. Here you can check as many as you like. Here we can take a look at a few of the other things at the top. You have the ability to customize your theme, including your text style, your header image, or color, and with that color, what background. It's within a theme. What's fun about this is a little fun thing. Whatever header you pick is going to dictate your theme a little bit as well. It's going to try to make it matchy-matchy. But you can kind of play around with your different fonts as well, which is fun. Up here at the top where it says settings, This is where you're going to see you have the ability to make things a quiz. So if you had points on it before, we can take any form or quiz. Unlike with Microsoft, you made that choice in the beginning. Here you can do this at any time. And you'll see your quiz settings come up and your default point values come up. Underneath responses, you can decide you want to restrict it so they're forced to sign in. And if they do that, then you can limit it to 1. If you don't force them to log in, they're still going to ask them to log in because of this limit 1 response. You should probably, if this is a quiz, set this to a verified email address as well. Back on questions, now that we've made this a quiz, you'll see here at the bottom it says answer key. You can click on that and decide how many points you want each question. It'll change, and you'll select your correct answer. So as you select each question, again, that answer key point value comes up as well. Then, to get this to the students, we're going to hit the send button. The easiest way to do this is go to the link option, and again, it's going to ask you, do you want to verify their email? That's great for quiz. Responder input or do not collect is what you would want if you were sending it to a parent, as they may or may not have a Google email. And you can hit copy and send that off.